So the next morning, you're all gonna wake up. You're going to perhaps stop into the fresher, but one way or the other, you know that the first thing you are supposed to do in the morning is
Rainwater.
rainwater. So the ship wake-up call will go out at 7 a.m. So unless somebody was awake earlier than that,
I think Hero will get up earlier.
oh, why is that?
Well, she's gonna go drink her brain water, and she just has this desire to go for a run.
Okay. So,
I might also wake up early since I went to bed first.
yeah.
And I do, if I'm up early enough, I wonder, can I take the brain water to the lab
To the lab.
and do an analysis of it before I drink it?
Okay. That's an interesting idea. What about you guys? Do you think you'll be getting up early, or do you think that you will be awakened by the captain's wake-up call?
I would want to wake up early.
Wow, we got a bunch of early risers here.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you guys be doing with your early time?
I will drink my brain water and then get dressed.
Okay. There we go.
So is all we have is the jumpsuit? We don't have any like workout clothes or.
Just the jumpsuit.
And only one,
No,
two.
Oh, okay.
you've
I
got.
can do laundry.
Yeah, you've probably got 2 or 3, maybe 4.
Okay.
When I'm wearing the jumpsuit I wore yesterday to do my run.
Okay. Trying to think of. So, I assume you would kind of try to be stealthy.
Yes, that's why I was thinking, get up early.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody's up early, though. Do you really want to be seen doing this?
I wonder how much earlier I would have gotten up.
Yeah? Do you think you would
Well, we
have...
went to bed at like what, 8? 7?
Well, it depends on how long you guys were sitting around the table. Do you have any concern about putting a company substance into a company analyzer? I mean, as far as we already discussed last time, that a distress signal comes in and it's logged.
Yeah, maybe I should. Is there... I'll wait on that. But maybe I will investigate. How about this? How about I investigate the likelihood of me being able to take a sample of the brain water off the ship when we get to the Dalla system?
How might you go about that?
Let's see what kind of storage containers there are, maybe see what other, some things I could maybe hide it in when I take it off the ship. See, I might try to order 2 brain waters in the morning to see if the ship has any alarm or any kind of warning saying like I'm drinking too much. Even though I might just say it was an accident or someone finds out and report down here.
How might you try to come up with a container?
Poke around engineering, the lab, kind of see if there's anything just lying around. Go in the
I
lockers.
don't think there'd be something in the lab.
That might not be missed.
Okay, The only problem I see from a narrative point of view is that you are sneaking around to do something that everybody at the table here is hearing you talk about. But that's just a narrative niggle, kind of. However, let me think a moment.
I want to innocently lay the groundwork.
Oh yeah, I get that. And where do you think would be your best chance of finding a container?
I think in the lab.
You know what? Just to keep everything legit, give me a roll.
1D or
2D. All right. You do manage to find a little jar, a little sample jar with a stopper that goes on the top of it. So, did you drink your brain water already? Okay, so are you gonna go back to the dispenser and try to get another one?
I think I want to try to get 2 at once. Well, I can go back.
Yeah, you said you already did. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I'll go back and see what happens when I try to order something.
Okay. And we've got some other early riser people that were doing some various things.
Yeah, but I've got the thing on
Right, yeah, in the galley lounge.
Does it only work in the galley lounge? Can I?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say go in the cargo bay or
Yeah, but
something.
it's just something that works in the galley lounge. Okay,
So yeah, I'd be like right there by the dispensers.
well, it's not exactly right by. I mean, this galley lounge, if it's got a table
Well,
that
that's
big,
true.
it's at least bigger than this living room. Now, you can hear the world outside you, but you can also hear the sounds, you know. It's like anything else. There can be background noise, so it'd be more enjoyable when there is no background noise. Okay, so you're going to give me a roll, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what it's for. Another 2d6. Okay, here's what some GMs do about 7s. You can either fail, or you can succeed with a complication.
I'll succeed with a complication.
Okay, so just stop me if I'm stepping on your toes here. So you go into the galley lounge, and you see that Hira is over here doing a run, and you go over to the dispenser, and you stick the container in there, and you hit the button just as she opens her eyes and sees you. So, I will now let you tell me what you would do in that situation, if anything.
I would say, oh, I already did this, so I just hit the wrong button. Pour it down the drain and order something else. Like a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Wait, what were you just trying to do?
Just want a cup of coffee. I just hit the wrong button.
I don't quite believe you.
I don't care.
Did I say I did drink my brain water?
After I got dressed and we go into the galley lounge and eat breakfast.
After you drink your brain water?
Yeah, but I already
Oh,
drank.
okay. All right. Okay. We got all the time in the world.
Yeah, because I don't quite believe it, but I guess I'm just thinking that.
So you're not confronted. You're
No.
just thinking. Okay. All right.
Well, because I mean, why would I trust any of these people on this ship? I mean, because I would think Hero would be watching everybody on the ship, you know, closely. I mean, we've already, you know, kind of had a side look at Jax. And so, you know, that was odd what he did. So now I'm
I'm
like,
just trying to play it cool.
yeah.
I want
And so-
an opportunity to learn more.
I think Hero would be an observant kind, so she's looking at all 3 of them, all 4 of them.
Okay. I'd be very suspicious of that Bosk dude. Seems like all he wants to do is eat.
Yeah.
And blow stuff
Blow
up.
And blow
stuff
stuff
up.
up. Yeah.
To the detriment of his shipmates not
Yeah.
learning his ship skills.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, I was kind of sorry that you guys didn't have C4. I wanted to see how it would play out if you blew that family to smithereens, you know. Yeah, the door came off, and there's a bunch of hair, teeth, and eyeballs all over the place inside. I guess we'll never know what happened. You know? Okay. Well, so we're still passing a week in jump space here. I did want to talk about whether or not anybody is maybe, surely during a week you would find yourself conversing with one another. Perhaps even, so you guys are both sparring, right? So probably every day you guys are arranging to go down to the cargo bay and spend some time sparring, right? Yeah, and you know what I'm visualizing? A couple of guys who are sparring all the time. Oh man, surely somebody got a black eye somewhere along the line. I want both of you to roll a 1d6.
Oh. 3, 1.
1. So, dude, you ended up getting a black eye. So, Veronix, left is good. Veronix now has a black eye on the left. And I'm sure both of you have some bruises and that sort of thing. But yeah, now Veronix, you're walking around with a black eye because you said, all right, attack me, come as fast, you know. I didn't mean that hard. And so you ended up with a black eye, okay? And then as far as, I don't have the list in front of me, investigation and streetwise. Yeah, I would think that would be a lot of reading. You're probably reading some forensic CSI kind of stuff or whatever. And you're probably, I don't know, what? I'm thinking maybe, what if you had like some kind of, would it be an atlas or a compendium of various street terms on different planets or various,
Maybe negotiation tactics.
oh, yeah.
Well, and I think streetwise would also include watching people and how they behave in certain situations.
Okay, fair enough.
See if somebody's, what the TSA does, where they're supposed to recognize a tick or something, if someone's nervous or someone's.
So that episode of Dark Matter where Ryo Ishida is congratulating the graduating class of his inner guard, and as that gal is standing there, she notices one of them is sweating. And he reaches out to shake that guy's hand, and she tackles him, and come to find out he was wearing a poison ring.
Yeah.
So, like that sort of stuff, reading people and that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
I might be reading about getting people to give away, like questioning, how to question somebody without them knowing
Oh,
what I'm trying to get at.
like discrete interrogation
Yeah.
methods. Nice. Okay. All right, so yeah, it sounds like you guys are having a very interesting week.
Well, and I kind of want to know what Jex is doing while everybody's asleep.
Okay, Jax spends a lot of time on the bridge and a lot of time in his office. Obviously, running a ship involves a lot of paperwork, but he's also, he doesn't really force himself into relationships with people on board this ship. He hangs out where he hangs out, and if people talk to him and make friends with him, fine. Otherwise, hey, I'm your boss, and I will be for the next 3 months, and if we never see each other again, hey, that's fine too. So is there anybody who might want to sidle up to Jax and be friends with him, or be friends with him, or anything like that?
I might have some casual conversation with them. We won't. There's not a lot of small talk when you don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I could ask him about the places we're gonna go and try to get him to do most of the talking. Maybe.
Yeah.
What's the Dalla system like? Stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. And Veronix, you were saying that you might spend some time chatting with Jax?
Yeah.
That's right, you're studying Comtech, aren't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, you might spend some time hanging out on the bridge, learning your console better, and since Jack spends a lot of time on the bridge, you two might start getting to know one another a bit. Okay, so that's two people who are kind of striking up a bit of a relationship. There will actually be a modifier in certain roles in the future where this will be determined, or where it will be a determinant that it will make a difference. Okay, let's see. I also wanted to cover, yeah, but we kind of did. Has anybody discovered anything that comes out of the food dispenser that's turned out to be a favorite of theirs? No. Okay.
Can I get a grilled cheese?
Doesn't exactly work that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like you're going to open the bag and there's a sandwich in there.
Oh.
It's a bag of food, you know. There's no burritos, no sandwiches, no. Remember, even his waffles, they were like little waffle cubes that was mixed up with some butter and syrup in there. So,
That was good.
well,
How would I study explosives?
oh, I'm sure
Oh.
that there's very good manuals on explosives.
So how many like different types of guns are we gonna have?
Well, this is a very basic kind of a ship. So the way I figured it was there are six rifles on board in case you guys were like boarded by pirates or something. They would provide you with something to protect yourselves with. But then I would also figure there would be 6 handguns so that everybody would have a handgun if you were entering into a potentially hostile situation. And then that's pretty much it. I might include some explosives. Some C4 or whatever. You've got 2 Stargate fans here, and on Stargate they use C4 for a lot of things. They put it on tacos, so I mean C4 is a big part of that show. So
How about the like non-lethal? Do the rifles have non-lethal settings?
no, this at the moment on this ship we are not dealing with phasers and stuff like that. These are not energy weapons. They are ballistic weapons, slug weapons.
Slugs.
So, I mean,
There's no rubber bullets or there's...
Right.
Or,
One of the rifles that he wanted was a rail gun, and I almost allowed that, but I realized that there was other aspects of the rifle that made it impractical for this campaign. But this is all about if you and your dad keep coming back. I don't know. It's kind of spoilery to say, but you guys are not always going to work for the Doulos Corporation. You, someday, it might be months from now, who knows? You someday might very well have your own ship, and then you will pretty much be able to have anything you want. Right now you have company restrictions. Wesley brought up the other day something about does our ship have weapons? And I said no, because a Doulos Corporation transport ship is basically a UPS truck in space. And UPS trucks don't have weapons on them, do they?
and you said the UPS doesn't have a giant gun.
That's right. So you guys right now, you work for a company, you wear a company uniform, and you have what the company supplies you with.
Is there like machine guns?
Did you, if you look at the rifle that I posted, it is fully automatic. It's got all the stats printed there, and yes, it is a fully automatic weapon, so that if you guys get attacked by giant space bugs, yeah, you're going to be able to go all Men in Black on their butts. So, or no, more like Aliens, where they had those big machine guns
Oh,
they could
yeah.
tear those guys up with. Better hope they don't bleed acid. So here's what I say. Is we're 3 minutes to a bio break. We should go ahead and bio break now, and then you guys are going to the week will be over, and you will be approaching the station that you guys are headed for. How does that sound?
Good.
All right, so I'm going to stop the timer now, and we will bio break.